Thank you for tuning in. My name is Javante Throwkill. On YouTube, I'm Javante Pays. So somebody asked me for this video about 2 weeks ago. Could have been 3 weeks ago. They had a question about the Facebook ad account is disabled or were disabled, and they were confused about it, and they didn't know what to do, how to recover your ad account, if you could recover the ad account. And so I decided to go over in this video because I don't know anybody who's been disabled more than me. It's probably is somebody out there. If you're out there, thank you for getting disabled more than me. All right, because I know it's a bad feeling. It sucks to to wake up and your ad accounts are down. You're not making any money, or Facebook just charged you $500, and yeah, it hurts. It hurts. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna find out what to do when our ad account gets disabled. So the first thing you need to remember that you don't do in a situation like this is panic. All right, don't panic. It's okay. It's all right. So what? Your ad account disabled. Like, whoop-de-doo. It happens. It happens to everybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you spend. There's people who spend millions of dollars on Facebook and they ad accounts get disabled. It's a part of the game. If you don't want to, if getting disabled, what's the word I'm looking for? If getting disabled discourages you, maybe marketing is not what you should be doing. Okay, so we're gonna have to find out what ban did you receive. All right, there's several flags. Okay, so I'm gonna get into these flags, what they're about, what they mean, and if you could get your ad account back, if there's a chance or whatever. All right, so this is the most popular reason to get your ad account disabled. It's policy violation. All right, so I'll go ahead and tell you right now. There's a reason why I put this first, because there's a 99.9% chance that you will never get your ad account back. Forget about it. Just chop it up and move on. Just move on. There's no point even trying to appeal it unless you're for sure that you did not violate the policies. And if you haven't read the policies, I wouldn't even waste my time. All right. So the typical reason why people get a policy violation because they do misleading content. Right? They sensationalize their content. All right. They make their deals seem sweeter than ever. For example, in BizOp, somebody may tell you that you can make $90,000 in 6 weeks by doing nothing. It's possible. All right, that's anybody with a brain knows it's not possible to make $90,000 in 3 to 6 weeks or 3 months or whatever, unless you're already established, unless you're already involved, and you're definitely gonna be doing that by doing nothing. Okay. All right, so another thing you need to check when it comes to policy violation is to make sure that you have a private policy. All right, just like how Facebook has a private policy on their website stating how they operate, and we have a term of service. You have to have a term of service. People probably aren't going to click on your term of service or your private policy or disclaimer, but you have to have it. All right, your term of service is just basically telling what people would get, this, that, the third, whatever. All right, and you have to have a disclaimer. All right, especially if you're going to do BizOp. All right, even on freebie offers, I do disclaimers because I don't want to be held responsible for anything that's being taken out of context. I don't want to be responsible for anything that the merchant does on his side. So I'm going to, add a disclaimer on my website. And also another thing you need to make sure that you do is have every single button functioning and every single link functioning. All right, you don't want to have any broken buttons. You don't want to have any broken links, or you don't want to have what Facebook calls a poor user experience. All right, so that's when you're going to start getting demoted in the timeline. Facebook gonna stop showing your ads as much, and then eventually you'll get disabled, and It's not a fun thing. All right. So what we have here is unusual activity. Right. So unusual activity is when you log into a weird place or you spend money in a weird way that Facebook is not accustomed to, or you haven't gotten in their algorithm of the way you spend money. Say if you start out spending $20 a day on an ad account, and you're spending $140 a week, and then the next week you start spending $200 a day. All right, so you're gonna go from $140 to $1,400 a week. That's very unusual. They're gonna think that somebody stole your credit card, or you stole the credit card, or whatever. So they're gonna flag you. All right. So the reason why I say it's a 50% chance is because you never know what Facebook may tell you back. All right. Usually you'll get the ad account back, but if you don't get it back, it's probably something on your end that needs to be fixed. I had an issue around this time last year where I couldn't get my Facebook account back, period. I had the Facebook account, but I couldn't use my payments on it. That was a terrible time. All right, so as I said, that typically occurs when your budget is raised too quickly. And a tip to do is to log out. Once you log in, to log everybody out, every device out that's logged into your account, and you're gonna want to change your password, and you want to log those Facebooks back in one by one. All right, so I'm pretty sure if you have not been here yet, you will be in this situation, and you will say this: I have no more ad accounts. What now? All right, so this was a situation that I went through last year. I had got my last ad account disabled, and it was a terrible feeling. I didn't know what to do. I didn't, it was it was a crazy time. All right, so what now? What you can do? You can either create a new Facebook account. All right, you can create a new Facebook account. You can take the ad accounts from your new Facebook account and sign yourself as an admin, or sign yourself as an admin over the business manager and create ad accounts within the business manager. Or you can have a friend assign you as an admin over their business manager and over their ad accounts. All right, so they give you 10, 12 ad accounts or whatever. Or you can take this last option and you can quit marketing for life. I don't advise doing the last option, because you're going to be thinking about the potential that you had, what you could have done, and what you could have been. So I advise you to either create a new Facebook account, but first you should try to go to a friend and see if they will add you as an admin to their Facebook ad accounts. Someone that isn't going to be using Facebook ads, doesn't plan to, doesn't care for it. Those will be good people to asked to use their ad accounts or whatever. Create a new Facebook, but I will save that for a last option before I try to create a new Facebook, because you got to go through Flash. You're gonna have to send a picture of yourself, your license. You're gonna go through a lot of hoops, and you may have to deactivate your old Facebook. And I know a lot of people are attached to their Facebook, so a lot of those people are gonna not do that. But that's all I have for you guys today. And just simple information about ad accounts, getting them disabled and how to get them back. There should be a form. When when your ad account is disabled, whether it's policy violation or for unusual activity. You just need to fill out the form, and be as honest as possible with Facebook. Don't be an asshole. Don't be arrogant. Don't cuss them out, because it's not gonna prosper anybody. All right. But that's it, man. I'll talk to you guys later. I have another video coming. It's gonna be a lifestyle video this time. I had a run-in with Facebook about me being disabled. All right, so I was going through this hellhole week, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. It should be up within a couple days, and that's it, guys. Peace.